say I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to do that. You know, we'll give it a go. There's not much going on today. I'm not even sure what we're going to talk about. It's pretty boring. It's boring in the stock market. It's boring in the crypto market. I'm actually thinking about taking a nap. I've been up for 2 hours. It's so boring. I don't even know what to do. Like, do you guys have any suggestions? There's not much going on. You know. Oh boy, do I kid. Do I got some... There is plenty going on. I don't know if any of you all are panicking out there. Hopefully not. We had a little heart-to-heart yesterday. I might have suggested that if you're panicking, maybe your size is too big. We're still at a point right now. Yesterday, especially when I said it, we're at a point where maybe you should have taken some of your size off the table. I'm actually considering a very, very drastic move. It's probably beyond considering. It's probably a done deal. I will be discussing that in a second. Let's hop on over to the stocks. Let's hop on over to Tastyworks and see what's going on. It's another ugly, ugly day in the stock market. Very ugly. Pretty not good. All right, so Tesla, my biggest position. This is what I'm probably going to be doing today with Tesla. You know, I've somewhat considered this in the past. You know, I love my Tesla. I'm still going to have my Tesla over in my IRA, so that's not going away. But I'm looking to sell my Tesla. I'm probably going to liquidate this big stock account. I call it my big account because I also have my small account. I'm probably going to liquidate this account. And you're like, whoa, Tom, calm down. What are you thinking over there? Well, you know, one of the things being an active trader for so long in the stock market, you're making decisions with your money. It's one of the hardest things to do. But you're able to make decisions, right? And you're able to calculate moves. So I am, and I've mentioned this in the past, I'm looking to buy another house, get into real estate. Diversification. I'm not really looking to be the next, what's the guy's name? Ben Mala or whatever. I'm not looking to be multimillionaire in real estate, but the real estate market's really good. Cash is really cheap. Interest rates are really good. I don't know if the stock market's crash is coming, but I am probably going to liquidate this account. I'll still have my IRA. I still have 100 shares of IRA and a lot of things going over there. I still have my small account. But right now, I don't think personally, and I could be wrong. I've mentioned in the past, I thought there would be a stock, coffee burps. I thought there'd be a stock market correction. I didn't know it was going to come the next day. Like, I thought there would be some time. You know, I thought it might be more of a, what is it, in May, go away type thing, you know, give it to March. Now, but I'm currently thinking, so one of the reasons I haven't so I'm sitting here and I've been sitting here wondering for a while where I'm going to get the money from the real estate. And for a minute, I thought I would just take some profits off the board at a certain point in crypto, and I'm still going to do that. But the profit margin's a lot higher over there. So doing so will be more taxes, right? So if I do it with right now, yeah, so see, now I'm actually down. Wow, this is ugly. Oh no, I take that back. So for the year, I'm still up about 5,700. But I can take the Tesla off the board now, very, very minimal tax impact. And then I can liquidate this account, and then I'll have money available for the house I want to buy, fix this house up, rent it out, start getting passive income generated, and have cash on the sidelines. So, you know, the crypto market was very ugly again, especially about an hour and a half ago. And I was seriously like considering immediately investing more in cryptocurrency. So I'm trying to refrain from that right now because I don't think the dip is necessarily over in cryptocurrency. But I mean, it could be. Let's hop on over and see how things are going over there, because it was pretty ugly. Like, there was at one point, I would say at about 4:30 in the morning, I was down in cryptocurrency and in stocks like close to $100,000. And that's a lot of money. This time last year, I had basically $30,000 to my name in my stock account, right? But I wasn't panicking. Things were really starting to hammer down. Bitcoin was down to like 45, 46,000. Cardano, which is held up really strong, was down below 90 cents. And instead of panicking, I was like, man, where do I get some more money to buy in? Because this ain't over. And this isn't financial advice. This is, I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is what I'm doing. So so I am probably, I mean, what's probably, right? Let's just do it. Oh, do I really want to do this? Oh my goodness. I love Tesla so much. All right, so I still got, calm down. We still got it in your IRA. Is this a mistake? Maybe. Like Tesla could go back to $1,000, $1,200 double, right? But the same thing can be said for buying a house, right? Buying another house, it's more than likely it's going to appreciate. There's going to be diversity. Now I'm in stocks. Now I'm in crypto. Now I'm more in real estate. And to be quite honest, what got me to where I am right now is real estate, right? I bought my house 2009, didn't particularly time it like at the perfect point, but I timed it pretty good. It was right after the housing crash. Took about a year, things started rebounding, boom, boom, boom. Years later, cash out refinance, put that money into the stock market, and we're here where we are now, right? So if I cash out this account right now, I'll basically be where I was like last August, just in cash, right? This doesn't even include, you know, how well I'm doing in my IRA, how well I'm doing in my small account, which is down $590 today because that's mostly Ethereum. Ethereum's been pretty painful. What are we gonna do? So oh, this is tough. Tough decisions. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do it. I mean, one alternative might be to just like sell a covered call. I can get $5,000 right here. Sell a 670 covered call. If Tesla goes up, who cares? I sell Tesla at $670. I get another $5,000 in cash on top of it all. But I mean, that's $5,000 in cash I'm gonna have to pay a lot of taxes on. And what if Tesla goes down to 600? I mean, right now, the expected move in Tesla by March 19th, 560 is on the table, according to this, right? So it's a risk. I do know that I'll sleep a lot better at night currently. Like, this is the point though, right? Like, is this the, you know, I mean, this is a pretty massive dip in the stock market. 2 days in a row, like we're down like 500-600 points. I don't know what the overall percentage is. Let's take a look. Oh, this is gonna be ugly. At least I'm not in CCIV. I mean, look at this from, what are we on? 1 hour, let's get out of the 1 hour. So last week, what was this, the 16th? 1 week ago today, we had a high, and I cannot read red, 337, and now we're at like 315. I mean, that's not that big of a dip, right? I guess. About 10%. So that's not that bad. 10% dip, is that usually when people start buying? We'll have to see if we catch a bid today. I'm gonna keep an eye on the NASDAQ. I'm probably gonna sell. I've already lost more money just waiting. It's done. It's done. It's done, boys and girls. It's done. I can't believe I just did that. Where's Kings of Rap when I need him? I need him to give me a hard time. How's it everyone doing today? Hit the like buttons. Be sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed. How you all doing today? Is your main thing cryptocurrency? Is your main thing stocks? We got some cash, boys and girls. I'm gonna liquidate this account. See how I'm doing. Mara, I'm down big in this one now. I'm gonna let this one ride because I'm gonna let this ride for a little bit. I'm gonna make sure I leave enough money in the account to cover this if I do end up having to buy 200 shares of Mara. So that'll be $7,000. I mean, this is gonna be, if this continues its course by March 19th, I'm just gonna kind of keep enough cash in here to cover any losing position. So that'll be about $10,000. I should be able to take about $75,000 out of this account. Dude, I only need 5% down to buy a house. So I could buy a $500,000 house for $25,000, spend another $10,000 fixing this a house. I got $40,000 to put into the bank. I mean, cash is, you know, but it's safe. At least I can cover my mortgage on the new house for a while. If I can't rent this out, I can cover that. Things like that. Now I'm in the game with 2 houses, right? So now I can sleep a bit better at night. I'm not going to be like, if Tesla turns around and is $800 tomorrow, whatever, man. It's not the end of the world, right? Again, I'm positioning myself. Diversification. We'll continue to trade the small account. Eventually, let's take a look at what's going on in cryptos. I do want to talk about this Cardano Elon Musk thing, man. It's getting me pretty excited. We can also talk about why crypto's tanking. I'll give my thoughts on it. I mean, I don't really think it's rocket surgery here, but let's see what we're doing. Let's take a look at, I think, yeah, because this morning it was pretty bad. And yesterday, dude, yesterday, I was like, what the hell's going on? Because I mostly watch the Kraken app. Like, you know, that's the app I go to because Polkadot, I have a lot of Polkadot. See if I get another Polkadot payment. I think that's going to come later today. I do want to buy another like 500 Polkadot. So maybe some of this cash I'm taking off the table, I'll buy some more Polkadot. I think Polkadot's going to go to the moon. Gavin Wood, the leader over there, he's an amazing dude. 12% on Kraken. I hear someone was posted a comment earning 18% on Binance. I am super jealous of you because I cannot use Binance, and Binance.us doesn't have Polkadot. Hopefully it's coming soon. But yesterday, man, and a lot of, so that's another sad story because a lot of people got liquidated yesterday on Kraken, and I was like watching this and it was crazy, dude. ADA dropped down to 15 cents. I thought they were just like bad prints or something, and then the news has come out. Ethereum was down below $700. And I was watching this, and I wasn't panicking because I was in shock, but I'm just like, oh, well, man, this, you know, I don't, like, I mean, my gut told me it was just going to be a flash at best, right? Like it would get bid back up. And then but I was frantically like, man, I need to buy this dip, right? I was going to buy some, not a lot, but I was going to buy at least some. And I was hopping over to Binance, and Ethereum was still like $1,600 over here. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? You know, it's like below 900 on Kraken. So for whatever reason, I don't know if like they dumped it on Kraken. We got a little bit of a Ethereum, looks like it's pushing down a bit. I mean, Ethereum for the day is down 14%. So I got to, now that I got this cash on the sidelines, I'm going to be very tempted. And I'm not going to buy now. But if Bitcoin does end up going down to like 30,000, I'm going in. I'm going all in. I'm YOLOing it, boys and girls. If not, then whatever, I'll be good. But that's currently my plan. You saw what I did. Oh my God, I can't believe it because I love Tesla so much. But I just sold my Tesla. That is set aside now for real estate, unless crypto just really shits the bed, which is possible in the short term. We've seen it. Let's take a look. We just saw it recently. I mean, it wasn't that long ago. This is Ethereum. Let's hop on over to Bitcoin. So we just saw it right here, and it was a good, let's take a look. So, I mean, in my opinion, so here's the deal. As I mentioned yesterday, if you bought at the tops and you're in too heavy, you're margined, you've got crypto loans out, man, you're doing it wrong. You're going to get wrecked. If you're leverage trading, you're going to get wrecked. BitBoy's at least starting to say, man, don't do it, right? And he's putting out a lot of stories about how he's getting wrecked. Hopefully that's going to stop a lot of you from doing that, because 99.9% of you that leverage trade are going to lose money. And if you're borrowing crypto, say on BlockFi or whatever, to buy more crypto, you're probably going to get liquidated too, because it doesn't take much, especially say you have $100,000 in crypto, $100,000 in like Ethereum and Bitcoin on BlockFi, you can get a $50,000 loan. That's fully leveraged on your loan. But if it hits like a certain percentage of your crypto, I think it's around 30%. So if Bitcoin flashes down and Ethereum flash down and it goes down that much, and it doesn't take that much, they start liquidating you. And that is extremely painful, right? Same with the stock market. Don't be on margin, right? There's some pretty big YouTubers that brag about, and they tell you not to do it, but dude, I mean, come on. They are influencing people to do this, and that's probably what's not helping the stock market. You know, as this thing crashes, margin calls are going to happen. The velocity to the look, I guess it's a good thing I sold my Tesla, because it's down another $20. So I guess I just saved my Fisha Money Jenko. How you doing, brother or sister? Be sure to hit the like button. Please hit the like buttons. Be sure to subscribe. I do live stream every morning, 6:25 a.m. PST before the market open. Fisha asks, what will happen if Elon Musk? Yeah, we're going to get to that. I mean, the obvious answer is Cardano is probably going to $2 fast. Now, I don't really... All right, yeah, let's just get to that. Great question there, Fisha. Fisha in the house. All right, so what is going on here? Why is Elon putting a hard fork in the road, right? I'll tell you what, I don't know. The Merry Hard Fork is coming March 1. Maybe that's it. Cardano's getting a lot of play. And I'm an engineer. I know how engineers think. Now, I'm not trying to say I'm as smart as Elon. I'm probably smarter. I kid. But I know what it's like. 2017, 2018, I didn't understand Bitcoin. It was too hard to get in. This time around, I'm like, okay, last August, Bitcoin was coming back up at about 11,000. I'm like, I need to look into this. What's going on? It was easier to buy it. I started like, because I'm an engineer, right? I started really like, man, this stuff's amazing, right? And I have a business degree, so I'm not an idiot in business. And I'm like, dude, like this is way beyond everyone. Like it goes way beyond Bitcoin, right? And I'm still learning. The more I learn, the more I know, the more I realize I don't know, and the innovation that's going to come out of this. That's why I'm like almost all in on crypto right now. The biggest danger is still the volatility. And I say it all the time. Most people aren't cut out for cryptocurrency right now. Too volatile. Too many people are trying to be, because people, all these influencers say, oh, life-changing wealth, and you do see big gains kind of quick right away, and then you start expecting it. You start demanding being a multimillionaire basically overnight. I mean, it doesn't work like that. In my opinion, if you invest in cryptocurrency, you continue to invest, you do it wise, you do a lot of holding, hodling, whatever, hodling. You're probably going to be very rich in the future. Now, the more you have and the better you trade, it can happen this quick. It can happen in a year, or, say you only got 1,000, 2,000. And maybe that's something I'll do with some of this money I just took off the sideline. I'll take $1,000 and do $1,000 challenge with it. That seems to be what all the cool kids are doing it. I don't know where I'm going to do it. I would want to do it in an account where you could just watch just that $1,000. So right now it'd probably have to be like Voyager or KuCoin, right? So I might do something like that. That might be fun. But anyway, sidetrack. So yeah, man, cryptocurrency is a really, really tough gig. Again, I was down $100,000 overnight. I'd say about 80,000 of that was in cryptocurrency. That's hard to stomach, but at the same time, I didn't panic. I wasn't panicking. I was doing the whole, and this bugs me when people say this all the time too, but when Warren Buffett says, when people are fearful, you should be greedy, and when people are greedy, you should be fearful. I agree with that, but being able to actually time that and do that right is extremely difficult. And it's just one of those things like buy the dips, sell the rips, right? Yeah. We get it. We know. I mean, duh, common sense. But this morning I was like, man, where do I get some more money? Because it was dipping hard. Ethereum was below 1400. Bitcoin was, I mean, Bitcoin's kind of seeing that again now that I take a look at it. But Bitcoin hit down below 44,000. And this may not be over. We're now down below the trend line. It's currently down below the 20-day EMA. So I don't think this is over. This could last a little while. This could last another week or two. This is going to last until... And why do I think it's happening? Quite frankly, Janet Yellen won't shut up. But she didn't say anything people don't already know. She said Bitcoin's highly speculative. Check. Everyone knows that. Bitcoin's not an efficient currency. Duh. Check. Everyone knows that. Anyone with any common sense, except for the few remaining Bitcoin maximalist dinosaurs, right? We already all know this, right? So, and then what else? So Elon tweeted on February 19th, got in an argument with Peter, not really an argument, but a discussion with Peter Schiff. And I get triggered every time. I don't follow Peter Schiff, but every time someone else I do follow, oh, what's going on? Did Elon tweet? Get a little plus, maybe. But anyway, it's just like, yeah, Bitcoin and Ethereum do seem high, LOL. Like, what the hell, man? And I do often wonder, like, all right, so think about it. Michael Saylor is getting ready to buy $1 billion in Bitcoin, or maybe that's already started. Maybe, like, I don't think he could necessarily dump the Bitcoin to drive the price down to buy it back up. I don't even know if that would make sense. I don't even know if that would get him in like massive legal trouble. And I don't even think he would, I don't know the guy, right? Though maybe he knows some people. Hey, you know, I need Bitcoin cheaper for a little bit, you know? I don't think so. However, there are some really big banks like BlackRock, 7 trillion plus assets under management. They say they're looking at Bitcoin. They want to get, dude, we all know they want to get into Bitcoin. Do you think some head asshole over at BlackRock doesn't like, they know how to manipulate markets? Do you think he doesn't have someone on speed dial that says, hey man, we want to buy a bunch of Bitcoin. Let's leverage short this. Let's really, I'm not saying that's what happens or what happened, but it's definitely within the realm of possibility. And the last thing, cryptos are us, George, we're all George. And then BitBoy is following in his coattails, continuing to ride the quant thing. We're seeing that F2 Pool has sold a lot of Bitcoin. So you take Janet Yellen, you take Elon Musk. I don't think Elon Musk put much into this, but you add, really it just comes down to how much someone like F2 Pool or Big Wells can manipulate it. I think that has a lot to do with it. And that's why I say over and over, man, you really just got to watch your size, be in an amount that you don't care, right? If you just recently bought at tops, say you didn't enter the market till very recently and you bought Bitcoin at 50, 53, 56, 58,000. You bought Ethereum at 1,500, 1,600, 1,700, 2,000. It's going to be a lot harder for you. And this could have been the top. I don't think so. I really don't. I think we're at the bottom still. So you just gotta, like, again, just watch your size. Don't leverage. Don't go on margin. Don't get loans. Trade an amount that you can really afford to lose. You really need to be able to put an amount in the cryptocurrency and you can just close your eyes and not worry about it. So there's a lot of people out there that do try and trade it, day trade it, swing trade it, moving it around from this and that. Man, I don't know how many of you out there do that are actually successful with it. And that kind of depends on how much you have out there and what tax bracket you're in. But if the more successful you get at it and you really start building your bag, you're really starting to fight Uncle Sam. You're really starting to fight your local taxes when it comes to that. I will say be careful. And you just add to that how difficult it could be unless you're just really, really, really good. And in my experience, most people aren't that. I know everyone. I know you think you're the smartest person on the world. I definitely think I'm the smartest person on the world, but I'm smart enough to know that I'm not that smart, right? But I've been doing this a long time in the stock market. Day trading is extremely difficult. That's why I mostly do option trading, hedge trading with futures, right? I sell options, better than 50% chance. I do like to get into really good stocks when I see them. I got into Tesla. That turned out to be really well. Man, Bitcoin's really dumping hard. Now that I got all this cash, Tom, calm down. We're going to see where this ends up. Like if this starts hitting into the 30,000s, like I said, Ethereum down below 1,500, Cardano back at 92%. It's getting ugly. And a lot of people, you hear a lot of people talking about, oh, the stock market's going to crash. And they think you've got to be in cryptocurrency. I got news for you. If the stock market's crashing, crypto is probably going to come with it too. And that's checkbox number 4. That's not helping cryptocurrency right now. So you got Janet Yellen. You got Elon Musk with this little small tweet that I don't think's doing much. You got F2 Pool or big whales on F2 Pool or big whales in general just dumping this. They got resources, they got bots. They're just taking it across all the top crypto assets, probably dumping it, probably leverage shorting it, getting weak hands to sell out. So please don't be weak hands. I I don't use stop losses. I think stop losses are basically criminal, both in the stock market and in cryptocurrency. That helps trigger. So you got leverages getting liquidated. There's probably a ton of longs getting liquidated again because they're idiots. They thought like, oh, we just had a huge dip. We got to get that money back, or we think the dip's over. Man, like look at this last one. It was pretty ugly. We didn't even finish looking at this, but we had a nice little, it was pretty, so it actually kept extending down to about right here, right? So it was about 31% overall and lasted 19 days. So, and then March is historically bearish. So I'm going to try my best to just kind of sit on the sidelines with my newfound cash. Let's see what's going on in the stock market. I'll feel a lot better if Tesla's rebounded a bit. Where did I sell? I sold at 653. It's now at 638. Still seems to be like a decent decision. We're losing some money in my options plays though. So this is probably going to be a max loss at this point, which is going to be about $800. We got Mara, two naked puts. That's down about $1,000, but I got 35 days to go on that. Plenty of time for Bitcoin to rebound and this to rebound. I don't even want to look at the IRA. It's because I got 100 shares of Tesla over there. Not doing good. That's fine. This is long term. Mara, I get a lot of Mara. We got a lot of Riot. So you just got it. One of the things when it comes to trading stocks and trading crypto, you got to learn how to deal with pain. We're definitely in a painful situation. Anyway, back to Elon and what's going on over here. I really don't know. There's a lot of speculation. I do know that he loves doing this stuff, man. I don't know if it's just a game to him or if he's actually trying to help the common man out, but he put Bitcoin in his profile and said it was inevitable. And I mean, if it was the SEC and stock related, the dude probably and may still kind of get in trouble, right? But that would probably be a violation if it was related to the stock. Obviously it wasn't, right? I don't know what's going on. Is it because he's discussed Ethereum lately, saying Ethereum's too high? Is he buying Ethereum? I have no idea. We got the Merry hard fork and Cardano. Cardano's really hot on the radar right now. Is he buying Cardano? Right? Because the hard fork is the big news right there is Cardano. Then there's also Dogecoin. He's constantly talking about Dogecoin, maybe doing his own coin. Is he going to fork Dogecoin? Is he going to create his own coin? I think that's highly possible too. The chances of him buying Cardano is very exciting, though. I would put those probably below like 10%. It would be amazing if he did. I mean, obviously, if he were to announce that he bought Cardano, Cardano's going to the moon. I mean, it's probably going to $2 fast, and that's a lot of money flowing in because Cardano has 32 billion, right? So to move it $1, that's a lot of money going into it. If it's Doge or a fork in Doge, that's probably not going to be for the good kids in Doge if he comes out with his own coin. So if you're, and again, this is not financial advice. I don't even know where Doge is at right now. At least I'm not in CCIV. Whew, that was ugly, right? So let's take a look at what's going on in Doge. Let's see if I can spell Doge right. Let's make sure we got a good exchange. So Doge, Euro, Doge, futures, Doge, US dollar. We'll do Doge. Tethers. No, we'll do Doge, US dollar. So yeah, it's taking a little hit too. I don't know where you got in. I never got into this because it was all just pure speculation and gambling. Although this would be now a point like where I would normally consider it, because you know, like in the past, this is a great time to get in if you think Elon's going to tweet about it again. But now you don't know what the hell's going on with Elon. Is he going to come out with his own coin? This again, hard fork, Ethereum, right? EIP 1559 is a fork, right? So who knows? Either way, I do think it's cryptocurrency related. It will bring another pump to the market. I do think there's some stuff going on. The main reason I'm not worried about cryptocurrency is because I think we're still very, very early into the game. I think you're going to get your BlackRocks, your Morgan Stanleys, and things like them. I think they're already doing it, right? They're just acting like they're not, because if they were to mention that they're doing it, they might not get all the Bitcoin and all the Ethereum and all the other assets they want as quickly as they can. Again, there's a-holes over there that definitely have people on speed dial that can do market manipulation. They've been doing it for decades. They know how to do it, and the cryptocurrency market is highly vulnerable to it. And then you got your Michael Saylors. Do you think that guy's done? Hell no, he's not done. That dude, all their money that they continue to make is going to go into Bitcoin. They're probably going to secure more debt. The guy's out of control. And that's one of the downsides about everyone being excited about all this institutional stuff coming in. There's pros and cons to everything. So, I mean, the pro, institutional money, liquidity's coming in, but it's so early in this market. The con is these dudes know how to manipulate markets, and cryptocurrency is highly vulnerable to it. So again, I'm going to wrap this up. I said it once, I've said it 27 trillion times. Watch your size. Don't leverage. Don't go on leverage, whether it's loans or leverage trading, unless you really, 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 really know what you're doing, and you're doing it with the size. It all comes down to the size. Do it with the size at every single juncture of your trading path. And this is very difficult to do. I break this rule a lot. It causes me to lose sleep. It is more risk. With more risk, more reward. But with more risk, there's more chances of losing money too, right? So just watch your size. Never, when your size gets too big, you start becoming irrational. You start making bad decisions, and you could end up losing money you can't afford to lose. So I don't know where you are at in your life, how young, how old you are. There is plenty of opportunity, especially in cryptocurrency, to make that money. Just try and be smart about it. Like me currently, as I mentioned, if this continues to crash, like right here, here's a good level of very, very, very long trend line in Bitcoin. If Bitcoin hits the 40,000, 42,000, that's a very, very good level to start trying to accumulate more, because now we're back at like a good 30% dip, maybe more, right? Where would that be? 35%. Definitely a point where you could start buying. I mean, in general, it could be looked as bearish too, because you've crossed the 20 and the 50 EMA. But generally, it doesn't hover down below that 50 for very long. So I think that would be a very good buy opportunity. If Bitcoin were to hit 40,000, I'm probably going to start buying more at that point. Ethereum, I'm kind of done with Ethereum. I like Ethereum, but I've already got a lot of Ethereum. In general, it's kind of just underperformed. I do think there will be a point where it really explodes. But right now, for me, the main buys would be Bitcoin, Cardano, and Polkadot. And so that's what we're looking at. And again, Cardano is holding really, really strong. I mean, if you look at where Bitcoin was 4 days ago versus Cardano, I bet Bitcoin's down. Yeah, I mean, look at that. 4 days ago, Cardano, I mean, Bitcoin is down from 4 days ago a good almost 13-14%. Cardano, man, there's a lot of love for Cardano. I love Cardano. I love Charles Hoskinson. This is the Tesla of cryptocurrency. These people buy it and they don't let it go. And I'm not letting it go, man. I love Cardano. Cardano in the next 5-10 years could easily be $10, $25, $30 plus, easily. I think this is going to be a heavyweight, huge network effect. The believers are strong. And look at it. I mean, it's still up from 4 days ago. Unlike Bitcoin that's down 15%, Cardano is up. It's not up a lot, but it's up a good, 2-3%. Better than being down 15%. So as Cardano dips, I mean, if we're like, man, if I could have caught a dip at 80 cents, I don't know, I'd be tempted. If I could have caught, I was trying to catch this dip yesterday, honestly, but it was only at Kraken, man. I hopped over to Binance where it was easy for me to buy like 5,000. And again, man, this is a massive dump. It went from $1 down to below 20 cents. And instead of panicking, I was in shock, but I was like, man, I got to buy more Cardano because I knew this was a wick, but it was only on Kraken, and Kraken, I don't have a lot of flexibility over there because you can't really buy. You have to either wire transfer or just transfer some crypto over there. All right, so I'm going to wrap this up. The markets are, kind of hovering around this level again. We got a trend line right here that this did bounce off of today. We got one right here that it bounced off yesterday. So it is trending down at this point. Fairly big support line at 38,000 down here. So 38,000 in this trend line, right around the 40,000 level are definitely in play. This is definitely kind of my line in the sand where if it dips down below this, I'm probably going to buy Bitcoin and kind of YOLO some of my newfound cash on the sidelines and then go with it for now. Let's see what's heading on in the markets. Wrap this up real quick. Tesla is now 661. It's rebounded. So now I look like an idiot because I sold at 653, but that's fine. Again, this is going into real estate and possibly more Bitcoin and what have you if it crashes to a certain point. Let's see what the Nasdaq's doing. It must be rebounding some. Dead count bounce, possibly. Although, like we mentioned, it's already been a pretty big dip. So the Nasdaq's currently down about neg 300. I think it was at about neg 330. Volatility, I would imagine volatility shot up at least a point plus. Oh wow, volatility's only up 0.3. At 26, so that's pretty impressive. It's not extremely volatile. Gold's down about 7.6 points. I think it was up 8 yesterday, so it's basically flat. And the E-mini S&P is down about neg 40. So I really don't know what's going to happen in the markets. My gut instinct is this is probably a decent time to buy. Decent time to start buying the dip in the stock market potentially. I think there's going to be some news announcing, more stimulus checks. That's going to prop it up for a bit, but in general, I'm kind of bearish on the stock market. I think for the year, it might even be negative. Anyway, that's my opinion. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. That's just my opinion. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. I love you guys. I'll be back tomorrow, 6:25 a.m. PST. Be there, be square, and